Have you ever wished to become someone unshakable? Someone who doesn't crumble when criticized, rejected, or betrayed. Someone who remains calm even when the world falls apart around them. Have you ever dreamed of a day when the silent pain you carry inside finally disappears? The pain you hide behind fake smiles, behind "I'm okay," while inside you are drowning. Maybe you're tired of pretending to be strong, tired of keeping it all together while you're falling apart inside. But here's a truth no one tells you. The more you run from pain, the more power it has over you. And today, you will learn how to take that power back. You think what hurts you is out there. People, their words, their betrayals, their silence. But the brutal truth is this: nothing outside of you can truly hurt you, unless there is already a wound inside you. The real pain isn't what others do to you. It's what their actions awaken within you. It's the story you've been telling yourself for years. It's the childhood wound you never healed. It's the emptiness you hide behind strength and pride. Carl Jung said it perfectly. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. But here's the problem. Most people don't choose who they become. They react. They live on autopilot. They repeat the same patterns again and again. Why? Because the unconscious runs their lives. Jung warned us, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Think about it. The anger that explodes out of nowhere, the sadness that consumes you without warning, the anxiety that paralyzes you. These are not random feelings, they are messages, echoes from the parts of you you've been avoiding. But you silence them, you distract yourself with work, with relationships, with social media, with anything that keeps you from facing yourself. Ignored pain doesn't disappear. It digs tunnels inside you until one day, everything collapses. This is why a single rejection destroys you. Why one careless word feels like a knife to the heart. Why the same toxic patterns keep repeating in your life. It's not bad luck. It's your unconscious begging to be seen. Deep down, you still believe that if you are good enough, strong enough, perfect enough, no one will hurt you, so you try to control everything. You control how you look, how you speak, how much you give, how little you take. You walk on eggshells, you overthink every move, you sacrifice yourself to earn safety and love. But no matter how hard you try, pain still finds you. Rejection still stings. Betrayal still cuts deep. And here's the truth. Control is a lie. The more you chase it, the more enslaved you become. You live in constant tension, trying to predict the unpredictable, trying to prevent the inevitable. Freedom doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from understanding yourself. Because here's the secret, nothing outside of you has power, unless it finds an echo within you. This is why two people can go through the same event, and one walks away stronger while the other falls apart. It's not about what happens. It's about where it lands inside you. Most people think strength means building walls. They say, I don't care anymore. Nothing affects me. No one can hurt me. But inside, they are still bleeding. Because pretending not to care is not the same as healing. Carl Jung revealed the real path to freedom, integration. You don't become untouchable by avoiding your darkness. You become untouchable by embracing it. When you bring the hidden parts of yourself into the light, they lose their power to control you. This is what Jung called individuation, the process of becoming whole. It's not about perfection, it's about truth. You don't need to become a better person. You need to become whole. When you accept your flaws, your fears, your insecurities, no one can use them against you. Since childhood, you were taught to hate pain. Don't cry. Be strong. Don't show weakness. So you ran from pain. You buried it. You numbed it. But ignored pain doesn't disappear, it just comes back disguised as anxiety, as anger, as self-sabotage, as addictions you don't understand. Jung saw suffering differently. He called it the voice of the soul. Depression is like a woman in black, he said. If she turns up at your door, don't shoo her away. Invite her in. Offer her a seat. Listen to what she has to say. Pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to wake you up. Suffering happens when two parts of you collide, the part that wants to grow and the part that wants to stay the same. Growth hurts. Letting go of old beliefs hurts. Ending toxic relationships hurts. It's a death and rebirth inside you. But within that destruction lies transformation. The more you run, the more the pain chases you. The moment you stop running and listen, the healing begins. Inside you lives a shadow, the parts of yourself you deny, reject, or hide. Your anger, your jealousy, your shame, your unfulfilled desires. You think if you bury them deep enough, they'll go away, but they don't. They simply control you from the dark. This is why you sabotage yourself, why you repeat destructive patterns, why you keep attracting the same pain. The shadow isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. When you face it, when you integrate it, you reclaim the power it held over you. Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." True strength comes not from denying your darkness, but from walking through it with open eyes. Your entire life you've worn a mask, the perfect child, the reliable friend, the strong partner, the successful professional. This mask, what Jung called the persona, was never you. It was a survival strategy, a role you played to earn love, acceptance, and safety. But surviving is not the same as living. Individuation requires tearing off the mask. This feels like death, because everything you thought you were falls apart. But beyond that destruction is your true self, the self that is untouchable. Because it no longer depends on other people's approval or validation to exist. Nothing outside you can ever stop pain completely. Loss will still happen. People will still disappoint you. But here's the difference. When you are conscious, these things no longer destroy you. You still feel pain, but you don't lose yourself in it. This is true freedom. Carl Jung said, "What you resist persists. What you accept transforms." When you stop resisting your emotions, your past, your shadows, you transform. Consciousness is your shield, not hardness, not pretending to be strong, not closing yourself off. When you understand your triggers, no one can pull your strings. When you see your patterns, you can finally break them. The world may still test you, but it no longer controls you. Those who live on the surface are wounded by every small wave, every comment, every glance, every opinion. But those who dare to dive deep find stillness beneath the storm. This is your journey now. To stop surviving on the surface and to start living from the depths. When you reach this place, nothing can shake you. Not because you've become cold, but because you've become whole. If these words touch something deep inside you, leave a comment right now saying, "I choose awareness." Let this be your first step towards becoming unshakable. Subscribe to Psy Peak because this journey isn't over. The next video will take you even deeper, into the exact tools and steps to integrate your shadows and awaken your true self. Real transformation begins when you refuse to stop at the first step. See you there.